Hello, my name is Ryan Yoakum, and I'm the business librarian here at Belmont. Today, we're going to be talking about BizMiner and its specific application to the Principles of Marketing course. BizMiner is really helpful to get industry information. However, one unique aspect about BizMiner is that we can also get regional and even local information related to an industry. If we are in the marketing research guide on the library webpage, I'm going to go to industry research, and then I'm going to click on BizMiner. And then we will have three different options. I recommend not pressing the company profile tab, as that could be a little confusing to navigate. However, you can use either the industry financial profile or the industry market profile. I'm going to do the industry market profile for today, but if you were interested in more detailed financial information, you'll click the industry financial profile, and it will be a similar kind of setup. So today we'll just do the industry market profile. If we're in here, we have two different options we need to select first. The first of which is the industry. You can either search it up by NAICS code and reverse engineer that, or you can type in the industry name. I'm going to go with ice cream stores, for example. We'll also see in there that it's not ice cream stores, but ice cream parlors. So you may want to watch out for any kind of synonyms or any similar information. And then we can search by market area, which could either be the entire US, or we can even break that down by state. But what you'll also see is that breaks down even further. So let's say I'm interested in ice cream stores in Knoxville. Now I get an option for both Knoxville and also even specific zip codes within that area. But we'll just do the metro area for today's example. And then we'll see right here that you can access the report after it's loaded. And we'll click on Access Now. And it may take a little while for these reports to load. So make sure to give it a little bit of time. However, I've already loaded up the report, and now we can walk through it step by step. This information will be actually right here that talks about how the report was put together. So if you're interested in what goes into making a BizMiner report, you can read more about it here. You can also download the report as either a PDF or an Excel file right up here. What we'll do next is we're going to click on the Competitors tab on the left. And this will give us all the information of all the different ice cream stores that are in the Knoxville area. These lists typically go up to 250 businesses within a specific region. However, if there are more businesses than what can be classified on this graph, you can go to the Table tab right here. And this gives you all the information related to the businesses. One other unique thing you'll see about BizMiner is that you can get specific information about the types of businesses within that industry. So for example, we can break that number down by industry sites, the firms, small businesses, and even startups. So this could be very helpful to think about what types of businesses and what the size of those businesses are within a local area. If we go to market, we can again get a couple of financial information related to that industry. And that is also broken down by small businesses and startups within the wider industry numbers. We see the past 3 years available. So we have 2020, 2021, and 2022 on the left. But on the right here, we can see how much the industry has made between 2023 of May, and then TTM is to the month. So that is basically classifying the information that was captured between May of 2023 and now. We can also go to annual sales and get similar financial information. And then we can also get information, so on and so on, with employment, for example, talking about the number of employees average in the average kind of business, a small business, and a startup. And then we can get more information about startups right here. What I'm going to click on, though, at the very last is the Demographics tab, as this will be the same for any report within a local area. But this can give us some market information about the people who comprise of Knoxville. So for example, if I wanted to understand the age breakdown by people who live in Knoxville, this will give us a good indication of that. We can also break that down by a variety of other factors. So we can see who's currently in the labor force versus who's unemployed. We can see the income of people who live in Knoxville, and even like the education or the types of housing that they live in. So this could be very helpful if you're developing a market profile. If you cannot access a specific report for your industry, but you're looking for this kind of marketing information, this is always the same in every kind of report as long as the market area is the same. So you can always access the report even if your industry does not have a very precise report as this one does. And that's all I want to show for today. But thank you very much, and I wish you the best in your searching in BizMiner.